For a long time, I was lost. I had no identity, no direction in life, and I wanted to share my story of how I got to be who I am today. Since I can remember, people told me who I should be, who I was going to be, and life was hard. I didn't understand at the time that a lot of the pain I witnessed in my community was a result of our people's history. The hurt and the pain, how everybody struggles. I didn't understand. I needed to connect with who I was. And one night I had a dream where I was a child in my favorite field, where I used to sit all day and make wishes on dandelions. During this dream, my grandmother came to me and she held my hand and we walked down the road together. I told my grandmother about this dream, and she has a way with dreams and connecting with spirit. She told me that in order to see the future, we must connect with the past. And then I knew what I had to do. I had to learn about my ancestors. I had to go beyond myself. I was not proud to be an Indian, and that hurt me to my core. Through ceremony, my elders taught me how at the beginning of time, there were no people, only land and spirit. Our creation story says our world was built on Turtle's Back, and we call this Turtle Island. Before our people were colonized, we had ways of life, ways of teaching, governance, and being that were unique to each nation. But that all changed for us when the Europeans came. Women held highly honored roles within community. We were leaders, providers, teachers, bead workers, harvesters, shelter builders. We navigated our systems and communities in a good way, and we were able to share with one another the things that we had learned, the skills that we were able to achieve, all for the sake of a good life. We had community, we had connection to our language, to our land, to our mothers before us. And now our women are among one of the most at risk, one of the most vulnerable populations in Canada today. Growing up in the inner city, there was a lot of crime, a lot of bad things around me, drugs. And these women, some of them my friends, my family, never came home. How many more lives do we need to lose before we start to see change? So I knew I had to be the change that I wanted to see in the world. So I studied hard. I connected myself in environments where I knew I could learn what I could do for my people, what I could do for my community. How could I help the sisters who will come after me and the sisters who came before me also find out who they are, what it means to be Canadian. And today we see women coming out as strong as ever. Not only are Indigenous women at risk or vulnerable, but we're strong, we're capable, we're resilient. We should be able to experience joy and happiness and safety as much as any other woman in Canada. Our women are tradeswomen. Our women are creative and artistic. Our women have brilliant minds and can express themselves as they want to, and we have to carry on the seventh fire for future generations. For me, when I struggled to know who I was because of the Indian Act, because of legislation and policy, I took a deep look at myself and connected with my past in order to see where I was going. And I encourage everyone, regardless of who you are, to take that time to connect to yourself. and to tell your story.